Hi everyone, thank you so much for the opportunity to present to you today. I am particularly excited because I think whenever we talk about a PR crisis, many times we hear about how it's done poorly or how it's done formulaically, but today I want to talk to you about California Pizza Kitchen and how they took a crisis and made it actually one of their heroic stories. They were very creative and they handled it correctly, so I can't wait to show you. First and foremost, let's go ahead and get to know them a little bit better. California Pizza Kitchen is a food chain that started in 1985. They are known for their innovative dishes, including but not limited to the original barbecue chicken pizza, which just so happens to be my husband's favorite. 40 years later, they have nearly 200 restaurants in 11 countries and U.S. territories. However, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, as they soon discovered. On July 16, 2024, a customer with the pseudonym of Riley called her local California Pizza Kitchen to order herself a pizza and some mac and cheese after she had a really rough week that included breaking up with her boyfriend and sustaining an injury. Now, she got her pizza just fine, or at least so we could tell, but she definitely didn't get her mac and cheese, or at least the mac. Whenever she received her delivery, she received a pan full of cheese without any noodles. She called the customer service to complain to see if they would fix her order, but she had two separate employees tell her that it was her fault because she ordered mac and cheese without ordering a side of noodles. She referred to the receipt saying that it said mac and cheese quite plainly, but the restaurant didn't budge. She went ahead and went to TikTok to share her story. She was laughing the entire time, but it was very clear she was frustrated, and her viewers shared her sentiment. A lot of them shared sarcastic comments, and some of them demanded that California Pizza Kitchen give her justice and give her some mac and cheese. Now, again, this was on July 16th, 2024. By July 24th, there were over 3.4 million views and over 2,500 comments. Now, if you see the numbers in the picture, those are 2025 numbers as of March. So for the sake of the case study, let's focus on the 2024 timeline. So it's already a pretty bad situation, but wait, it gets worse because TikTok is a leading social media platform. It had roughly 1,582 million users in 2024, and that's on a global scale. Not only that, but 62% of its users use TikTok exactly for product review. So typically, if someone heard that their product went viral on TikTok, they would want to be ecstatic, except for in this case, it's because of a customer service failure. This isn't exactly looking good for California Pizza Kitchen. It's important to remember that California Pizza Kitchen is known for being creative, and their marketing team is no exception. They made a post on TikTok on July 19th, and I'd love to tell you about it, but I think it's better if I showed you.
Everyone, Jeff Paul here. I heard there's been a little bit of confusion on how we properly make our mac and cheese, so I thought I'd send this video out nationwide to make sure everybody knew the proper steps. Step 1, cook the cheese. Step 2, cook the mac. Step 3, add the mac to the cheese.
So good and so easy. At California Pizza Kitchen, there's nothing more important to us than the quality of our food and taking care of our guests. Since recently we gave one of our guests only half a mac and cheese, we're going to give all of our guests half off mac and cheese starting today through the rest of the month. Use promo code CHEESE&MAC and follow us online for more details.
As if that response wasn't awesome enough, it wasn't the end. That was only half of it. Riley also made a post on July 19th. California Pizza Kitchen sent her a package full of dry noodles and 2 certificates with a letter. The certificates were free pizza for a year and free mac and cheese for a year, with the letter being a casual, "Oh man, we messed up. I am so sorry. We hope this makes it right." She was laughing the entire time as she was going through the package, and she was giving kudos to the marketing team. It was very clear that she was okay. The aftermath of the situation, phenomenal, at least if you're California Pizza Kitchen. They were praised as marketing geniuses, both on their video and on Riley's response video. People were going back and forth about how wonderful it was, how this is how you fix things, and this is how you do marketing well. This even earned them some new fans, as we can see with Red C's comment. This is how you fix things. I've never had California Pizza Kitchen, but I just looked and one is not far from me. I'll be there for supper tomorrow. Good job, y'all. Now, it's important to know that they got more famous through this experience, and it got more people to want to try their brand. Even though their loyalty might have been shaken before, this reimbursed people why they should trust them with their time and their money, and even their taste buds. This case study gives us a lot of lessons to consider and gives companies a lot of reasons to take note. First of all, let's talk about the importance of having a clear understanding and follow through of company protocol when there's a service failure. Don't get me wrong, California Pizza Kitchen definitely came out on top in this scenario. They took a crisis, took it by the reins, and they owned it, and they made themselves to look like the heroes. However, they should have never looked like the bad guys in the first place. This should have never hit social media. You want to know why? Because the moment that Riley called the restaurant to complain, the restaurant should have been capable enough to fix it right then and there. However, instead we hear a story of 2 employees telling her that it was her fault for ordering mac and cheese without ordering a side of noodles, which even in of itself is absolutely ridiculous. We don't know the full story. We don't know if these employees were new. We don't know if they were undertrained. Absolutely no idea. What we can tell from this is that there was either a lack of company protocol, there was a lack of knowledge of company protocol, there was a lack of understanding of company protocol, or there was a lack of follow through for company protocol when it came to service failures. We don't know what happened next. California Pizza Kitchen did not share with us what happened to those employees, and they also didn't disclose what they would be doing to help reduce this problem in the future. What we can hope is that they reviewed the company protocol, were willing to reinstate it if necessary, and had company-wide training for employees so that future customers could avoid the same disappointment that Riley had. Secondly, let's talk about the lesson of timing. Timing is the most important part when it comes to crisis communication, at least to communication specialist Timothy Combs. The reason behind that is the longer you wait, the more power you lose to control the narrative. The public will trust you less with each second that passes by. It makes it look like you don't know what you're talking about, or what you're responding to, or how you're responding to, or that you don't want to respond. None of those are a good look for you. What makes this case stand out so much is that Riley made the initial video on July 16, 2024, and on July 19th, that's when California Pizza Kitchen responded, and that's also when she got her package. Time is the whole reason that they came out to be the heroes rather than the villains. It shows them taking control of the narrative, even though it was starting to look pretty dicey for them. This also clues us that they probably had a crisis management plan in place. They were able to refer to something, and even if they didn't, they were in tune enough with what was going on to be able to respond in an effective manner, which leads us to social listening. California Pizza Kitchen could have responded in a variety of ways, but instead they went to the platform where the crisis started in the first place and responded in the same manner that not only Riley initially posted in, but also in a way that was accepted by TikTok. They could have been on this platform and gave a very boring apology with an explanation of what the promo would entail. Instead, they humorously made fun of themselves, had funny comments, made deadpan expressions that would have won kudos with the platform, would have won them respect, and helped them get their message across in a way that was clear, funny, and memorable. Finally, this case shows the importance of accountability. I think a lot of companies would have been content with giving Riley a refund or maybe some free mac and cheese and calling it a day. California Pizza Kitchen instead took it to a whole new level. Not only did they give this woman free mac and cheese for a year, free pizza for a year, they gave all of their customers a chance to benefit from this blunder by offering half-off mac and cheese deliveries until the end of the month. They took this crisis and again made it their platform and made it their story. And that is why California Pizza Kitchen is worthy of a case study. Thank you very much.